welcome to episode 31 of the Pubstomp series. If I'm not super unlucky, this should be the finale of the Road to Insane Final Boss arc on this account. I've just got to kill Solak at every opportunity I can. It shouldn't take too long to finish up in IFB. I'm just one pet away, Solak. So whenever there aren't any Solakers going, I'll be killing some Raksha for the Shadow Spikes I still need, and also I need to do some Elite Dungeon 3 solos, hoping to get the 2 other pieces I need for my ECB. Don't worry, I'm actually doing legit solos. I'm not abusing the stupid bug that lets people just kill the ambassador over and over again. I have integrity. Because I don't know when I'll be getting the Solak pet and finishing up the Insane Final Boss title, it's going to be hard to pace this episode out, but we'll just have to see how it goes, and hopefully I get the Solak pet before the Elder God Wars dungeon comes out. That would be tragic if they add a bunch of new boss pets right before I get the Insane Final Boss title, after I've gotten Vitalis out of the way. Oh my god, it doubled too! Oh, hello there! I was recording this full kill because I was going to use it as part of the intro, but I guess I got to use the end of this clip to show that I got my second piece of the Eldritch Crossbow. Holy moly, that was just unexpected. Well, that's 30 solo kill counts, 94 group kill, 2 crossbow pieces. Awesome. And of course, like, whenever you get a ambassador drop, you gotta show Terraket just to make sure that everything's legit. In fact, so 93 and 30. I think I died at 1 Terraket, and that's why I have 1 less Terraket than ambassador. But awesome. There we go. Second piece out of 3, so I just have 1 piece left. Sweet. And let's just take a look at it in the chest. Not bank. Search. There we go, 2 Eldritch Crossbow limbs. Let me just go ahead and take those out of there. And I guess I could drop trade one of them over to the main and just have bonds for another year of membership. So that's awesome to get. You can see the first one I got didn't double, unfortunately. So that's Eldritch Crossbow Mechanism and Limb. Just throw these in the bank together. And I guess the other one goes there too. But sweet, just 1 more left to go. Awesome. Oh, Tormented Demons are so AFK, I almost missed it. But there's a Dragon Limbs. I wanted another one of these because I need to make a Coroming switch for ranged, and I guess a flanking switch. I've got so many Ascension Signet sets, I can make 6 Ascension crossbows, just never bothered to get any more Dragon Limbs. So those are going to be nice for switches for range, like all the 3 switches you need for best in slot range stuff. I'm hoping for an offhand Blightbound though. That'll be used for the main offhand offhand range weapon. But sweet, Dragon Limbs, I can make another Ascension crossbow. I realized I didn't have any blue blubber jellyfish in my bank on this account, which was just weird to see, because they're so essential for high level PvM nowadays. But I perked out my augmented crystal fishing rod with Fortune 3 Prosper, which will give me tons of clue scrolls hopefully, and then honed 6. This thing used to have honed 5 and polishing, so it was really outdated perks. But I should just be able to AFK this for a while and have all the blue blubber jellyfish I'll ever need, especially with the bait and switch relic, which just cooks them automatically. Makes it a lot faster. You gotta be kidding. Another Merethiel stave cosmetic thing. Isn't that 1 in 500 or something? That's more rare than the crossbow I want. Ah, jeez. Finally got enough Reaper points to make another Essence of Finality. This will be my second Essence of Finality, finally. Let's see, yes, create. Alright, I don't think I have the ornament kits to make another Essence of Finality ornament kit, but that should be fine. This will just be basically a Dragon Claw Essence of Finality, I guess, for now. When I get a ECB, I should probably put my SGB into the Essence of Finality. It's gonna hurt my soul, but it's best to put the Saren Godbow into the EOF, because you can just use that with Bicriminal Bolts, and the ECB, you can use the ECB spec with the SGB Essence of Finality special attack. Anyway, for the Dragon Claw, EOF will help with 1 cycle core Solak, so that's a must have, and this is just a fun EOF to have. It's also worth mentioning that today is the day they announced the new bosses coming out. It's the Rex Matriarchs, I think. So that's interesting, I guess. If I don't get Solak this week, I'm going to have to grind out those boss pets, I assume, for new IFB requirements. And looking at the new rings that are coming out, it requires 10 of the rings from Dagnoth Kings. And I was looking in this tab, because this is the tab I would like put a drop like that to see if I have any of those rings already. And it turns out I dropped or disassembled maybe like every single ring that I got from the Dagnoth Kings grind, which I did before even the drop logs were a thing. So you can't even see how many rings I have on the log except for like a Berserker ring I got at some point. But I've got all 3 pets in the log with like nothing else. So if those rings are essential at all, which they're looking to be kind of essential, I'd have to go back to Dagnoth Kings for another like 1,000 or 2,000 kills to get 10 of each of those rings, which will be just fun, right? Here we go once again, going for some more perks. First off, I need a Coroming perk gizmo. Once I get an ECB, I'll be throwing it on there. So that should be this attempt at Coroming 4, Equilibrium 2. Let's go, 30%. It's a Coroming 4 by itself, which is not the best. I'll probably do a couple more attempts at C4E2, but that's all the shadow components I have at the moment. And now I need to go for a few armor perks for my hybrid setup, which is going to be used for not Dagnoth Kings, the Rex Matriarchs. So first off, I want a Biting 4 Venom Blood, which is like 60% chance. There we go, awesome. And this should be a pretty easy one. Trophy Takers 5 or 6 and Genocidal, which will be good for doing, perfect. Trophy Taker 6 and Genocidal, which would be great for doing the Rex Matriarchs on dinosaur assignments for that extra damage from Genocidal and the Slayer assignment, and make it a longer assignment using Trophy Takers. That's also just a good perk to have if I wanted to grind out some other like Slayer stuff on this hybrid gear. So that's nice. Let's not disassemble the Biting 4 Venom Blood. That would be tragic. Disassembled my like spare set of Virtus I've had in my bank just sitting there for like years. It used to be like for my Telos or Virago switch for like no crackling or whatever. But there we go, Impatient 4, nice and easy there. And then one last perk I need is of course the infamous Crackling 4, Relentless 5. Can I get it again in like the first try? That would be absurd. Nope. Let's just see if this gets lucky. There's Crackling 4, but not Relentless 5, unfortunately. Oof, that was a lot of failed attempts. That's I think I can make some more armor gizmos, but I really don't want to. I think for the purposes of Rex Matriarchs, I don't really need Relentless 5. I'll just throw a Crackling 4 on it, and that'll be fine. I don't think the Rex Matriarchs are going to be hard enough to warrant any Relentless nonsense. And in case you don't remember, I went like 2,000 kills at Greg Dry for the pet, so that's why I have like 10 Crests of Sliske just sitting in the bank there, which are going to translate into a ton of shadow components. I've even got like 6 offhand shadow glaives I can easily level up to level 9, along with the armor at like Shattered Worlds with chins and a Darkbow EOF, and it'll be super quick shadow components. They'll be nice and easy for more Coroming 4 Equilibrium 2 attempts, so that's why I'm not too bummed about not getting there on the first try. Okay, this time's for real, going for Coroming 4, Equilibrium 2, come on, I got 22 shadow components from all that, all those Sliske drops I've had since forever, since that grind, so come on, it's just a 30% chance. I'm going on, 4 tries now? Here we go, Coroming 4, that's not it, Coroming 4, that's not it, Coroming 4 Ruthless 1, that's not it, oh god. That's annoying. I guess I have some more offhand Shadow Glaives I can train up really easy. I'm getting sick of Shattered Worlds. Okay, these are like the last attempts I have left from all of my dang shadow components that I'm gonna have like banked at all. So 3 more tries at Coroming 4 Equilibrium 2. Please, I am begging you. That's not it. That is it. Thank you. Jeez, I was so worried I was going to not get this, but there we go. That's going to be put straight on the ECB once I get the last bow part, and that's going to be just amazing with Greater Ricochet. Throw that on there with, is it like Precise 6 Aftershock 1? So it becomes just an amazing Coroming switch and whatever. along with an obviously ECB spec switch. So yeah, there we go. I'm gonna need to go back to Vindicta to get the Aftershock and back to Armadillo for the Armadillo components, but I'm getting ahead of myself anyway because I still need to get the last part of the ECB anyway. But awesome, roaming for Equilibrium 2, finally. And here comes a big kill count milestone. It's Ambassador Noma, solo kills 6. So that's 100 Ambassador kills solo, which is a lot of solo Ambassador, I guess. I've overtaken my group, Casey. But yeah, I'm getting a lot better at the boss. Don't judge me from that kill. I just completely scuffed it, and my Ripper Demon ran out in the mid-kill and was off aura, so whatever. I guess I'm officially over drop rate for the third piece of the crossbow, at least in terms of when I got the second piece. I'm probably still kind of lucky on pieces in general, but yeah, it's been about 70 kills since the last piece. It's fine though, because I'm getting better at it, and it's less stressful to do. Whoa, hold on. Is that Demon Slayer gloves from ED3? You're telling me like the one Calgarian demon you kill in that dungeon gave me Demon Slayer gauntlets. That's needed for a Master Clue step. That's the last item I've needed for the longest time to have every single hidey hole filled for Master Clues. And I got it from just the one Calgarian demon you kill during ED3. What are the chances of that? It's ridiculous. Holy crap. Wow. Okay. Guess I can fill that hidey hole after all these years. Well, hey, it's a Blade of Avaris on a Reaper task for Twin Furies. Now, do I have that on the log? I did a lot of these bosses pre-log, so that might actually be collection progress. Nope, I've gotten 2 of them before. I'm only missing the Crest of Zamorak for Twin Furies, which is a bummer. Oh, and your eyes do not deceive you in the chat there. This guy got an Araxite egg and a Fang in the same drop at Araxor. Ridiculous. Well, there's a bit of a milestone. That's 300 Reaper assignments on this account. No loot, unfortunately, on the 300th Reaper assignment, but I get 80 Reaper points from one assignment because you get 50 extra. That's ridiculous. I guess I need Reaper points to get a third Essence of Finality, or at least more repairs for Essence of Finalities, because the repair costs are a little much. Oh, there it happened. Did it double? I don't think it doubled, but that is fine. I am so done with Elite Dungeons 3. Oh, it finally happened. I'm just so exhausted from this boss. I feel like I'm just gonna go back and do another kill, because like I'm so used to just keeping on going. Well, there we go. 185 solo kills, 94 pretty much all duos for the group kills. And of course, let's take a look at Crassian Leviathan. That's 185 solos, 93 duos or whatever. Like I think I died on one or something. And Terracat, 185, 93 again. So that's it. I'm done with Elite Dungeons 3, and I got myself an ECB. That is just amazing because it's going to unlock basically the best DPS in the game at the moment using ranged. Got my Coroming 4 Equilibrium 2 perk already all set to go. It's a shame that the stock didn't double because that's the most expensive piece, so it would have been good for like more bonds, but that's fine. I will take one doubled piece. Honestly, I'll probably keep it on the account in case I want to go for an ECB EOF, which I doubt I'll ever go for. But yeah, that's I guess the ambassador title too, because I've completed the collection there. Ambi and all 3 crossbow pieces and 944 black stone hearts. Oh, I forgot to just take a look at the dang whole chest in general, because like there's a lot of loot in this chest. I saved up for like over 100 ED3 kills, so there's 34 million cash like alone, and then there's 2,692 Hydrix bolt tips, which is going to fund my Hydrix bolts for, you know, Hydrix but criminal bolts, which are amazing. 12 rare relics, so that's a lot of cash. 2,000 huge blunts, 1,500 huge spiky. This is going to be a lot of cash to throw into the auto alker. Like the auto alker's job is just cut out for it for months because it's going to be alking all this junk. I don't know. Do I alk the Reef Relic commons or I disassemble them? I don't even know. Nice. 690 Blackstone hearts. So that's going to set me up for Blackstone Hearts for life. But anyway, I don't know what else to say in this clip. I'm going to have to learn how to use ranged properly, because that's like the best DPS at Solak, to use ranged. I got to learn how to use the ECB spec. And here we are back at the Invention Guild, which can only mean one thing. It's time for some gear upgrades. So let's go ahead and I think you just got to use them with each other. Eldritch Crossbow, there we go. How many? 600 fletching XP for making an Eldritch Crossbow. That is so low. Let's make sure to not misclick and put the Eldritch Crossbow in the Essence of Finality. Let's go ahead and throw the Augmented Saren Godbow into the Essence of Finality. This hurts my soul because it took forever to get this stupid Saren Godbow, but it's just such a no-brainer to do because like all that it's good for is a special attack, really. And like this way I can use it with Big Criminal Bolts, with the Eldritch Crossbow, and with the Eldritch Crossbow special attack as well. So like, it's just, you gotta do it. It's so good. And I don't really need the Gothic Staff Essence of Finality anymore, since Mage is like completely outdated, especially now with the Eldritch Crossbow. But there we go, you store the special attack in your amulets. You now have access to the, whatever they call Crystal Rain for Saren Godbow. Oof, I hate that, because like I worked so hard to get that Saren Godbow, but it had to be done. Now let's just augment this Eldritch Crossbow and throw these two perks on it. Got my Precise 6 Aftershock 1 perk off of the Saren Godbow, and then got the Coroming 4 Equilibrium 2. So there we go, it's like just the perfect perk setup for the dang Eldritch Crossbow and Essence of Finality for SGB. My DPS is just going to go off the charts now as soon as I learn how to use this dang thing, because I got Greater Ricochet with Coroming 4, which is just ridiculous DPS on a 6-second cooldown basic ability. Like that's just going to cut my kill times by a huge amount, make me actually have decent DPS at Solak. I no longer have to be that weird guy doing Mage at Solak now that I have this crossbow. Although now I gotta figure out what I'm gonna do with my like my main hand Blightbound and my like 2 offhand Ascensions. I need to make one of them into a flanking switch and then like move the Aftershock 4 to the offhand so that I get it with chins. But I'll figure that out later. I'm hoping to get an offhand Blightbound before I get too deep into the perk setups. Well, hey, that finally happened. I got Blast Diffusion boots. Which is actually something I needed for the log, even though I've had Blast Diffusion boots since forever. Like, that's the first Blast Diffusion boots I've gotten on log, which means I am 1 Shadow Spike away from completing the Raksha drop log. And it's funny because earlier today, I got a Shadow Spike on the hardcore. Like, I don't know if that's a spoiler, if this episode's coming out before that hardcore episode. But wow, you gotta be kidding me. Finally, Blast Diffusion boots. Alright, so the Rex Matriarchs got released, which means I gotta grind out 3 more pets, but it shouldn't take too long, since they're soloable. I don't have to wait for a team to go, so that's gonna be nice. They just released the drop rate of the pets as 1 in 2,000 with a threshold of 1,000, so nothing super concerning there, like not the rarest pets in the world. And I'm recording this on the week of release, and apparently they're going to have some fixes to the absurd defense levels, which will be nice, and that'll make the kills faster, especially while camping them while not on a Slayer task, because I won't have the accuracy boost from the Slayer helmet. I went to a mass to rack up some KC towards the first pet threshold, which will help make the grind a lot shorter. It's kind of a shame that the meta for me is basically going to be camping 1 at a time for each pet, because I essentially perked out my hybrid set for nothing. But that's fine, because it might still come in handy at some point. I think what I'll end up doing is just camping Rathus until I get the pet from that one, since it can be AFK'd, and it's the fastest one to kill to, get more pet thresholds if I get unlucky on the pet. That seems to be probably the best method to go about these things. I wound up getting 150 mil attack and strength XP on the week of release, because they just had completely broken combat XP. And here comes kill number 1,000 at the Rex Matriarchs, which means I've hit the first threshold for the pet. The pets, I guess. So that's a big milestone kill count. Let's take a look at the log and stuff. So that's 1,000 kills. Not all of them was my drop, obviously, with doing the masses and all that stuff, but I've got the Heart of the Archer, 3 Hearts of the Berserker, which I got in this inventory alone, 3 Savage Spear Caps, and 1 Savage Plume. So not the best spread of drops, but no pet so far. But yeah, here's to another threshold probably before I get the first pet, because it's 1 in 2,000 with a 1,000 kill threshold. So it's going to be a while probably. I think that's what we're going to call this episode. I'll come back next time to do this grind and also hopefully get the Solak pet. I figured I didn't want to call this the finale ultimately, because just I wasn't going to get these pets anytime soon, and that would make too much content for one episode. But anyway, thanks for watching, and see you next time.